like to have your attention, please. That man's 90 years old. We are so happy that you came to this wonderful birthday celebration today, and we can't tell you how lucky we feel to have our daddy here and our mama here. And by the way, I'm Judy, this is Jana, and this is Barbara. We are the three daughters. We are also happy that all of our children are here. Jana's daughter, Lauren, is here from Atlanta. Russ is here from Bernice. Barbara's daughter, Kathy, is here from Farmerville. All the way from Farmerville. And I have two sons. Robert is from San Diego, and Richard is from Dallas. So we are just thrilled to death that they were all able to come today too. We have so many people here, we thought this would be a great opportunity to sing happy birthday today. And so Robert's going to lead us. Okay, y'all ready? That West voice is here. Y'all can, when we get to the happy birthday, dear, whatever you call him, we'll be fine. That should be real interesting. Y'all be sure to pay attention. Okay, you ready? Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Russell. Happy birthday to you.
Hope you have many more.
I'm Danny. I'm daughter number 3. The way Daddy would say it is, I'm his third daughter by his first wife. Now, all of you know that there's only been the one wife, and they've been married over 72 years. But I am indeed the third daughter by the first wife. Daddy, I looked this up on the internet, so you know it's true. In 1928, they began selling sliced bread in stores. So congratulations, you are indeed older than sliced bread. It is my pleasure today to introduce a special guest that we have. He's not a stranger to this area for sure. He comes all the way from Pisgah. We are honored to have him today. If you haven't heard him speak before, you're in for a treat. If you have heard him speak before, you're in for a treat. Please don't leave. So, please help me welcome the Honorable Judge Jay McCallum.
I'm so happy to be here to be able to honor Russell Adams, because I got to tell you, I want to be just like Russell Adams. I want to be real old one day. I hope to get there. 90 years in this place. If we'd known it took celebrating your birthday to have flames, you would have done this about 2 months ago. I am from Pisgah, and that's across on the other side of the corner over there. And I tell you, you ain't got to drive over there. The cows are giving powdered milk. They weren't even milking them anymore. They were just dusting them. Is what they were doing. That was a joke, pretty much. Laugh out loud so other people know it's supposed to be funny. I'm not here to entertain you, really. I do appreciate the opportunity to be here. The Apostle Paul said in Romans 13, verse 7, that it is entirely appropriate to give honor to those people to whom honor is due. And I'm glad to be able to be here to honor Russell Adams. But we don't, and it's great that you made 90. I think that's unbelievable. It's amazing that you've been married 72 years. 73? Is that right? Well, we live in a country today where we're having a hard time really understanding what marriage is. Russell and Marie got a pretty good handle on things, seems like. I think they know, and I think they got that under control. And I just am thankful for that. But longevity is not the only reason you're here. Russell Adams is a good man. He's an honorable man. He's a God-fearing man. And we appreciate the legacy that he is celebrating today. Dan and I talked earlier. Understand, this is not a memorial service. This is not a funeral. Russell is not dead. As far as we know, the only terminal condition he's got common to all of us. He's a human being. We celebrate your life. And we don't just celebrate what you have done, we celebrate what you're going to do. You've reached a milestone that a lot of us don't get to reach. We appreciate that. Russell Adams and Marie Adams, and you can't talk about one without talking about the other because the two are one because they're married. I first got to know them, you know where I first met y'all? In Wendy Denham's Cafe in Bernese. I used to just say Wendy's Cafe, but people think about Wendy that they advertise on TV. This was Wendy Denham's Cafe in Bernese, and it was in the old location, not even the newer location that he went to later on. It was in the old Bobby Hill Cafe. Across the street on the west side of Highway 167. And I actually worked there as a teenager, and they came in and I would serve them coffee or serve them their meals from the egg. And that's when I first got to meet Russell and Marie Adams. When I got to working for Mr. Raven in Farmville in his law office, I asked Mr. Raven, I said, do you know this man named Russell Adams? He said, well, I sure do. I said, well, what does he do? Does he do anything? He said, Russell Adams is an entrepreneur. And I thought, well, man, that sounds good. I don't know what it is, but it sounds real good. I was at a function a while back, and they were honoring an executive of a big oil company, and somebody was trying to give him a lot of confidence. They said, you know, he is an entrepreneur. Well, this guy was a good guy, and he was a lot of things. He was a great businessman, but he was not an entrepreneur. There was nothing wrong with what he did. It's just that was not a proper attitude for him. Russell Adams is an entrepreneur. You know what an entrepreneur is? Most of us say, well, somebody started his own business. And that's true, but that's not all of it. That's just a little bit part of what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is a guy who puts his own house up to secure the loan that he's getting to start that business. An entrepreneur is a guy who puts his home at risk so that he can start a business which gives a lot of other people jobs and the ability to have a home of their own. He's the one that's comfortable with taking a really big risk so that he can start something that's going to grow and benefit not just himself and his own family, but other families as well.
Amen.
We are a country that celebrates entrepreneurship, or at least we have up to this point in our history. And I hope we continue doing that. And the Russell Marie exemplify entrepreneurship, and I honor you for that. That's confident. That's forward looking. They don't buy they don't buy ripe bananas. They buy green bananas because they have faith that they're going to ripen and they'll be around to eat them. When they wake up every morning, they know one thing intuitively, even if they don't say it out loud. They know one thing that all of us need to know. They know as David knew that this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. You know, the fact of the matter is, we don't have yesterday, that's gone. We have no guarantee or promise of tomorrow. That may never be here. But we've got right now, and God's given us that. And we'll be judged by what we do with right now, the time that we know we have. And when they wake up in the morning, and I wake up in the morning, they know what David did, and that is they're starting on the starting line even with me. Because there's not a one of us in here that have a guarantee of tomorrow. There's not a one of us in here that has a guarantee of our next breath. They've got as much time promised to them as I have promised to me, and the difference between them and me is they recognize that and they understand that, and they're always looking to the future to say, how can God use me? It wasn't 90, but they were in the 70s and 80s when they came to this church, helped revitalize this church, and led the building program to rebuild this church structure and then build this family life. That's forward looking, and that's not optimism. What is that? That is faith.
Amen.
Faith in action to do for God what we're capable of now and leaving tomorrow to Him in the result. That's why I honor Russel B-Day. Because He's teaching me and instructing me by His life and His example that I am to have faith and leave the results to God. He will do the heart. So I will do what He's called me to do. It's been a privilege to be here. I appreciate the example that you've given. God gives us examples. I'm glad that the Bible tells us that, and He gives us examples throughout Scripture.
I used to do different things at the job. Hey, Mom would say, you must know something, man. He didn't put up with your mess. But it was just love and understanding when you had done doing something, brother. You know, we have love and understanding. He take care of me, I take care of him. And that's the way it's going to always be. I'm a little boy, and that's my uncle.